Welcome back. I was going to do a retrospective review on Sparkster Rocket Knight Adventures, but then Braid fell into my lap, and so, breaking away from my tradition of reviewing bygone games from a bygone age, I decided to talk about Braid instead. Released recently on Xbox Live Arcade, I downloaded the trial version of Braid, then spent the 1,200 points, about £7 on this puzzling platformer, and I didn't regret it. The premise is pretty basic. As Tim, a guy in a business suit, you're searching for a princess, and to find her, you have to traverse across 6 weird and wonderful worlds. Where it gets interesting is that you can control time, and the emphasis of the game is on puzzles. You never die, you just rewind time back to the point before you got killed, but that's not the only use for the trick. It's usually a major factor in solving the game's many puzzles. You'd think rewinding and fast-forwarding time would get dull, but then you realise that certain items, enemies, and at certain points, you yourself, are immune to the effects of time moving back and forth. Not only that, but with new worlds come new gimmicks. For example, in one world, moving right advances time, whereas moving left winds it back, and standing still just plain stops it altogether. In another world, where after rewinding time, a shadow clone repeats all the steps you just made. Why are you solving these puzzles? To collect pieces of jigsaw puzzles which you must then put back together. You can, of course, just run in an almost straight line through all the worlds, but you'd be cheating yourself out of the experience. Besides which, without collecting all the puzzle pieces and rearranging them, you can't access the final world and the true ending. Thankfully, this means that when you do get stuck on a puzzle, and you will get stuck, you can just move on and leave it for later. It never forces you to do anything you don't want to do. This game makes a lot of very obvious nods to other platformers, in particular the Mario series, from the piranha plants popping out of the green pipes, to a Donkey Kong tribute, and even the famous line, "Sorry, but your princess is in another castle," makes an appearance. It almost makes you wonder if this should have been on Wii's Virtual Console instead of the Xbox Live Arcade. The graphics are all stunning, carefully drawn out, stylized, and well animated. It simply looks fantastic. Even if I do have to ask why Tim is walking around this fantasy world in a business suit. The music is melodious and ambient. It actually calms you down during even the most frustrating of puzzles, and sits politely in the background, never stealing focus. To summarize, it's games like this that really get me excited about the gaming industry and what we can achieve. It has a complete package: fantastic gameplay, pleasant graphics, and memorable music with innovative ideas, without relying on hype or gore to sell. It's a shame a lot of people won't play this though. Seems people don't like paying for Microsoft points, even though the game is only £7, about $15, an amount most people would gladly pay for lunch. Even if you're not sure if you want to pay for it, at least download the demo for free and give it a whirl. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. Until next time, goodbye and good gaming.